I failed.
We have seen your ups and downs. Try to live your story from your shoes. बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ होगा that you won in various kinds of things that you wanted to achieve, you got them. But बहुत बार ऐसा भी तो हुआ होगा that you must have failed. So, Pratish, are you really afraid of failing now?
No, I'm not afraid of failures anymore. In fact, I love the failures in my life. I want to fail at some point of time. In fact, failures has taught me more than what success has taught. If you can add value to any of the brand or the people's life there, you can easily get in there. In my plus 2, everything went wrong. Just a week before the exam, I met with an accident. I was not able to write one of the exam. And just 2 weeks before NEET, I was hospitalized and I was not able to write NEET as well that year.
Like when the people are searching for mate for each other,
Yeah.
you're searching for mad about passion.
Yeah. This all things, pushed me to stay, first get in
Yes.
and now stay in IOI and even recommend to other people.
Can anybody guess what I'm wearing? No. It's not Zara. It's not H&M. It's Era of Nari. It's one of our own student brand of Institute of Innovation named as Nitish. So this brand is actually Indian made for Indian bodies. It's hand woven, hand printed. Let's deep dive into all the nitty-gritties of this brand with Nitish being at our site. So welcome, Nitish.
Welcome. Thank you.
Let's begin from the very beginning, Nitish. So could you elaborate that how all of this started, or maybe it's much better. Let's just say this one thing. Let's go back at your childhood. Let's just go back at those places. Tell us something about how your childhood was, how you started all of these things.
Okay. My childhood was pretty normal. I was born and grew up in Bangalore, and I studied in Bangalore. All the local streets here I'm very familiar with and everything. So this all started when I started going with my dad. I used to hold his hands and go to the factories. Yeah, it was a curiosity which sparked in when I went to the factory. We seeing those many people working on the ground to bring one garment to life. Right. So that is how my childhood was about all of this thing, figuring this out and exploring part by part. And each and every day it used to fascinate me. I used to learn new things each and every day, going to the factories, talking to the people. I would say that helped me a lot in my childhood as well. Um, Indeed, I was a introverted guy, but I don't know, when I was in the factory, I used to just talk to people. I should talk to people, and I was very keen about learning this.
So we can say that you're kind of selectively introverted,
Mm.
as over there you showed out your extrovert.
Yeah. Right. And then and that eagerness of knowing things, how it worked, I think that is what, drove me all over my childhood. And yeah, even my dad supported me in this. He never said, no to going to the factories and everything. At the age of 16, I started going to the meetings with my dad. Even those were very good times, when we go to Aditya Birla and Arvind with, those huge offices.
Yes, Nitish, there are many people over here. You went to Aditya Birla, you learned over there as well. Could you elaborate, like, how can a person try to reach such kind of brand? How can we also try to work over there? Because such reputed brand, such beautiful companies kind of seem impossible to every single individual at the very beginning stage. So how did you start it that way? Let us all know about it.
I think one great way to start with is these brands are run by the people over there, right?
Yeah.
So you should be close with the people who are working in there.
Yeah.
Who are the decision makers there. You should start building your personal relationship with this kind of people. If you are getting started with it, you can start with say LinkedIn outreach, uh, and then you can start mailing these people and start working for them for free for some period of time, and you can add value to their life. If you can add value to any of the brand or the people's life there, you can easily get in there.
It's like you're adding up value of your own.
Yes, right. So I think that was one of the things which helped me a lot, in building the personal relationship and further working with the brands there.
So by some point of time, you realize that definitely fashion का passion मुझ में आ गया है. Definitely, right? So, did you ever thought कि we could make career into this, or you think that okay fine यार, let's keep it as a hobby only or a side thing?
Okay.
What was your thought process about all of this?
I have a story behind this. My mom actually wanted me to be a doctor. like, sorry mom, but I couldn't be. Now I think I'm in a better position now. So it all started like this, yeah, right. My mom wanted me to be a doctor. I was like, "ठीक है, and I thought I'll give it a try. And I started pursuing my PCMB in my plus one and plus two. And everything happened for a reason, they tell, right?
Yes.
So in my plus two, everything went wrong. Just a week before the exam, I met with an accident. I was not able to write one of the exam. And just 2 weeks before NEET, I was hospitalized and I was not able to write NEET as well that year. And I was worried, yeah, like I have prepared so much and everything, but still I was not able to give the exam. And I still didn't give up at that point of time. I was like, I'll take long term and then I'll give it in a better way. And then that was the whole thought process, behind it. Uh Before me, thinking that fashion was a career. When I started training for NEET, the long term time, I was fortunate enough. That was COVID time,
Yeah.
and people were working from home.
Yes.
And even these people from Aditya Birla and Arvind, these people, even they were fed up, being at home. So they used to come to our office and everything. They motivated me, to go into NIFT. And they started, one of the designer was from NIFT. So he said me about all about NIFT, how it is. And he actually saw that passion in me. And he said that
Yeah.
you are made for this, right? So don't waste this thing. This is not with everyone, right? And he has seen multiple people over the years, and he said this, like, do you have the passion for this? I can see it in your eyes. Just go for it. So
This was all at the age of what? Even
18.
oh wow, like when the people are searching for mate for each other,
Yeah.
you're searching for
My
about fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Really nice.
that was there. And I think the whole journey started from there. I would really thank that accident, right? No, if that accident wouldn't have happened, maybe now I would have been in some medical college or something with my friends there, right? So that would have been happened, and that is why I say everything happens for a reason in life. And if there's anything if you're having a rough time, then
Yeah.
for sure you'll be having a good time, right?
Definitely.
So this helped me
There are
to,
cracks and there are chops.
yeah,
Definitely.
and this helped me to discover this passion, and gave me the time, to explore myself. That 1 year, I started going to the factories. I started working with multiple factories at that age, and to be very precise, during the COVID time, we started working with 7 factories, one washing unit, one embroidery unit,
Wow.
all of these things. And I should just sleep in the factories. I can just go on and on with the stories there, how I used to how we ship the goods. And that is where I understood the value of time as well, how the industry actually works, right? Even before getting into fashion as a career,
Right.
I explored everything from the ground up. That those challenges motivated me that, okay, I can do something great in this field. I can engrave my name in this field. And then I started preparing for NIFT. I think I would say one of the best decision that was choosing NIFT Hyderabad, right? It changed me as a person. It gave me a lot. I took a drop after 3 sem. That's 1.5 year. After 1.5 year, I plan to take drop from there.
Yeah, yeah.
I know people say, right, you choose for this, and now again you're choosing to drop out from here. You actually fought for this, right? And then actually took a year drop and then went into NIFT. And then now again, why are you dropping and all of these things? I took a drop and then again came back to Bangalore.
Came back over here and you like what were you dropped out over there. What was your journey after that?
So yeah, I dropped out. I still remember the day,
Yeah.
October 16th. I came back to Bangalore.
Yeah.
In the morning, around 8 o'clock, I was back to Bangalore.
Yeah.
I was standing near the bus stop, and then I was thinking, am I doing the right thing or no? And then that was the time when I decided that decision is already made, so there's no look back now.
Yeah.
And then I came back home. I was started thinking like, okay, what can I do now? What kind of brand can I do? I was very clear that I'm going to do it in fashion itself. But then I didn't want to do the same thing what I used to do before, like go to the Aditya Birla and manufacture for them. But now I wanted to do something different,
Something of your own.
something of my own, yeah, something of my own, and then make it in a big way. And that is when I came up with this few brands. We were into garment manufacturing, right? And we came up with few menswear brand. We came up with a linen brand, and we came up with a fast fashion brand, and everything for the 6 months. Over the 6 months, we scaled it to 50,000 rupee sale per day. And the pressure also will be there. Like you have dropped out of the college. Now,
कुछ तो करके दिखाना है.
कुछ तो करके दिखाना
Yeah,
है, right?
yeah.
So that will be there, right?
So like these are some of the words that my mom speaks, but it says experience is always better than education. Right, Nitish?
Yes.
Something you implemented, like even giving me hope that I should also implement something like that.
Yes.
What encouraged you to come over here and then realize, okay, fine, this could be the one that I'm looking for?
Okay. See, even after coming back from NIFT, my mom would like just join any other colleges in Bangalore. Or if you want to do again, just go back again. We are totally fine with that and everything. But I was very clear and stubborn on this fact that I'm not going back to college again.
No.
Up to already the decision has been made,
Yeah.
and I'm going to, whatever good or bad, I'm going to stick towards it. And that was that. But on one random Monday, was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw the ad of PW IOI, and which was quite interesting. They said it's a startup environment. You have funds for people who are making startup here,
Oh, nice.
and the campus is in the corporate building.
Oh, it's something you have already worked with.
Yeah,
Yes.
and now that is why I know the importance of being in a corporate surrounding. When you're in college, it's a whole different thing. But when you start working with corporates or start doing a job in corporate, it's a whole different thing.
Yes.
But you're getting that exposure from the day one. So and then I started, researching about this, and then I started getting to know more about this. Be it the startup mentorship, be it the open culture over here, and be it the opportunities. We get to meet a lot of VCs. In fact, on our first month of IOI, we met few VCs. We pitched two VCs,
Wow.
and we had a startup month.
That's all in just a period of 1 month, right?
Yeah, all these things. To give the timeline, I saw an ad. I started talking to the counselors here and everyone. They said about the curriculum and everything, right? They said you'll be having dropshipping challenges. They said you'll be going in and out of the marketing and entrepreneurship. So I thought, okay, I think this is what I was actually looking for, and we didn't have this thing in the market, and something new is going on. So I thought I'll give it a try. To be very frank, I just came here to give it a try. I never thought I would stay here for so long
Yeah.
and everything. But the experience here was so good that I'm still continuing this,
Yes.
even with my startup.
Excellent.
And to tell the journey about how the 1 month was, in the starting first 1 month of PW IOI,
Yes.
I think that was the best experience I had in the whole year. We had startup challenges. We had challenge pitching the VCs.
So things came into life. Everything was practical.
Yeah,
We can say that, right?
Yes, right. Whatever we saw on the picture, like on the films and everything, right? We should do that in real life. We should start, working day in and day out, on an idea to bring it to life, and actually going out to the customers, pitching it, making the sales, and everything. We had few very good brands in the first month itself. To name one, we had Ambrosia Manor. It was a Coco Liquor chocolate. They supplied to multiple offices in this brigade. And yeah, right. First month was really packed and hectic, but those are the memories which we cheer for whole life. And we had different mentors coming to us the whole different day. One day we had few mentors who were coming from architect. The next day who was from again say fashion. The next day who was in tech. So we got the exposure of whole different things.
A 360-degree view of every single thing we can say, right?
Yeah, and in those 1 month even we got to know more about our batchmates and everyone had very different stories. Everyone, not even 2 person had the similar story. Few people worked in the lens card, few people already had the startup, few people sold the startup before coming here.
Wow.
And yeah, and even the cultural diversity, if you say I'm the only guy who's from Bangalore here, and there are few people from
Being in Bangalore, being PW in Bangalore, you're the only person who was from Bangalore.
who's
So we had a great cultural diversity.
Yes, the cultural diversity is so huge here. And yeah, that is this all things pushed me to stay, first get in,
Yes.
and now stay in IOI, and even recommend to other people now.
That's such a great thing to say.
When you look into the other colleges, if you're in the tech course or a management course, just the tech part is taken care of or just the management part is taken care of.
Yeah.
But here we have the blend of both of the things. I'm in management and I have learned Java, I have learned Python, and now we are getting into business analytics. I think it would be the same for you, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Being a tech student, even I can say the same thing that tomorrow also we have a business class. Day before that also, we studied some of the business things that we could learn. Also, on Vishwas Divas also, we can see this one thing that we had to pitch business ideas. And that was not just open for the students of management, but like people could also openly say that we have also have ideas. We did this, how we learned that, how we learned this. So we are trying to build both the cultures, right?
Yes, I think that is one of the great thing, of IOI, the cultural diversity with this kind of diversity where, you have to
Right.
build a tech product. You already have your friends from SUT here who can help you build a tech product and you can market it for them. Right.
Yeah, okay. Could you like enlighten us, like how you started with the whole thing up, how the idea came, like something to kind of put a keen interest in me as well.
Okay. So I always had this thing, I had to do something in fashion.
Yeah.
So even after coming here, if there's any competition or beat anything, all my pitch was regarding the fashion itself. So one thing had happened in the campus that, okay, if Nitesh is doing something, and that would be in fashion.
Fashion.
Even the idea what I'm working on was one of the idea I got from when I was participating in one of the fest in IT Kanpur.
Very nice.
We went to IT Kanpur from IOI
Yes.
in March of 2024. We had a pitch competition there and something related to marketing, a key study related to marketing there. And when I pitched my idea to the judges over there, and there was one guy who was very interested in fashion. So he took my number and he called me, and then after the this was after the pitching and everything, right? So even just after the pitch, he started asking more questions on fashion and everything. I got to know that okay, he's very interested in fashion and everything. So that was there.
So you like found passion of fashion two dot, right?
Yeah. So I thought it was a great opportunity. Then I came up with the conclusion that I want to build something in fashion education.
Yeah.
So when Anukul sir one day he was asking like, what is your vision statement of Roots and Ink? So I thought of it and said that I want to build India's best fashion B school, which can bridge the gap between the requirement of the industries and what they're learning in college. Fashion is one thing which is evolving so fast, but you can't see innovation in the fashion education at all. It's been so long,
That's true.
right? And yeah, that was my vision statement there. And I wanted to. Then we thought, okay, we'll come up with a Hoffman campus where we have 18 months of PGDB program of fashion, and where we actually take people to different parts of the country to show them how things actually work there.
Wow, that's a very great
6 months
idea.
on campus and 12 months outside camp.
You're making me interested to actually join it.
Yeah, right. So that was the initial plan, and then we thought it's a capital thing and everything. So we thought we'll come up with an online program, 6 months online program. One or two cohort we'll do. We'll train people how to open the fashion brand, right? And then what we did was we started. There was one at this point of time. There was one people who came to me and they also said they want to open a brand. And they were chemical engineers and they were struggling to open the brand from past 2 years. And they came to us. We trained them. Within 2 months, we made the brand live.
Wow.
And that's the brand which you're wearing now.
There.
Nari. Era of Nari is an Indian women's wear brand which is made in India. So now we are be launching our first cohort in April. So the cohort will be size of 30 people.
Yeah.
And we are very selective in selecting the people for the first cohort. As we know, first batch is always
First batch is always special.
yeah. And yeah, I would say Anukul sir, Sapna ma'am, Divan sir, even Vaibhav sir has helped us a lot in this journey. It's more like they're not seeing it as other startup, uska hai, but they are looking into there as like this is our thing. We'll have to do this. We'll have to bring this to life. What
Feeling and belongingness is always there.
always there and always there. I think which is very hard to get in other, I would say, other campuses and everything, right? And people are so busy with their work and everything.
Yeah.
But here, I would say I was really fortunate enough to get into this campus, and I literally have zero experience in education. But now I'm sitting here so confident and making our first cohort live. All thanks to these people in each and every step, holding my hands and doing all of these things. I'm really grateful for all of these things.
So, Nitish, we have seen your ups and downs. Try to live your story from your shoes. And बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ होगा that you won in various kinds of things that you wanted to achieve, you got them. But बहुत बार ऐसा भी तो हुआ होगा that you must have failed. So, Nitish, are you really afraid of failing now?
No, I'm not afraid of failures anymore. In fact, I love the failures in my life. I want to fail at some point of time. In fact, failures has taught me more than what success has taught. And yeah, that is what even IO has taught me so far. The journey here, everything has taught me so much that failures are important in your life as much as successes are. So yeah, failures are here life. Mein, I love the failures. In fact, I failed. I failed. I failed to give up actually. I never gave up.
That's such a positive thought. And on this thought, I think let's meet on the very next episode of the Student Success Series podcasts. It was so good to have you, Nitish, over here.
Thank you so much.
It was so nice to
we were
get to know your journey.
yeah, I was back in my journey, and then I got to know more about myself. In fact, I forgot a lot of things. Reminded me of a lot of
Yes.
things, and how grateful I am now after this. I reminded my journey, and now I'm even more grateful for the journey what I am in. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Nitish. Thank you so
Thank
much, everyone.